Thanks for watching Ayurved. Click the subscribe button and then enable notifications with bell icon so you won't miss any future videos.
Welcome guys. Ayurveda describes many theories based on innate study and meticulous observations. While contemplating the nature of inner activities that keep the life going, Ayurveda illustrates one astonishingly relatable theory of transportation or conductivity. This concept of body channels and duct system is known as Srotas. We are going to get an elaborate overview of Srotas concept in this two-part video series, with this video being the second installment. So let's get started. Hello friends. I am Dr. Sandesh and welcome to my channel Ayurved. Here I will explore the realms of Ayurveda just for you. In the first part of this series, we discuss about the meaning of Srotas, characteristics and qualities of Srotas, synonyms of Srotas, and types of Srotas. In types of Srotas, we discussed Pranavah Srotas, Udakvah Srotas, Annavah Srotas, Rasavah Srotas, and Raktavah Srotas. Now we shall continue our discussion from the next type of Srotas, that is Mansavah Srotas, which means channels transporting muscle tissue. According to Shrota, Mansavah Srotas are two in number. They have their roots in Snayuttvak, that is ligaments and skin, and Raktavahini Dhamnis, that is the arteries carrying blood. Symptoms of damage to Mansavah Srotas are swelling or edema, wasting of muscles, tumors or clots in the blood vessels. According to Charaka, the roots of origin of Mansavah Srotas are situated in Snayu, that is ligaments and tendons, and Tvak, that is skin. Symptoms of vitiation of Mansavah Srotas are excessive growth of muscle tissue, tumors, tonsillitis, adenoids, elongated uvula, muscle necrosis, goiter, cervical lymphadenitis, and epiglottitis. Management of disorders caused due to vitiation of Mansavah Srotas. Body cleansing treatments or evacuation treatments like Vaman, that is therapeutic emesis, Virichan, which means therapeutic purgation, etc. Surgical methods, application of alkalis, and cauterization. Medova Srotas, which means channels carrying fat tissue. According to Sushruta, Medova Srotas, or the channels carrying the fat tissue, are two in number. They have their roots in Kati, that is pelvic region or around hips, and Vrukka, that is both kidneys. Symptoms of injuries or damage to Medova Srotas: excessive sweating, oily appearance of the body, dryness of the palates, obesity, edema, thirst, etc. According to Charaka, the roots of Medova Srotas are situated in kidneys and peritoneum or omentum. The vitiation of Medova Srotas will lead to the manifestation of 8 types of socially unfit body frames. They are Atisthula, that is excessively fat, Atikrusha, that is thin or emaciated, Atiloma, that is lot of body hairs, Aloma, that is lack of body hairs, Atigaura, that is excessive white complexion, Atikrushna, that is too dark complexion, Atidhirga, that is tall or gigantic, and Atirasva, that is short or dwarfism. All these seems to be diseases or body frames related to hormonal imbalances. Causes of vitiation of Medova Srotas: lack of exercise, sleeping during daytime, eating luxurious, fat-rich, fried and caloric foods in excess, excessive consumption of an alcoholic product called Varuni. Management of diseases caused due to vitiation of Medova Srotas. The persons who are obese and emaciated are always prone to get diseases. They should always be attended by Karshana, that is thinning, and Bruhana, that is shortening or bulk promoting therapies. Thus, Karshan or thinning therapy is the best combating the disease related to vitiation of Medova Srotas. The person who is obese should be given Guru Ahar, that is heavy to digest food, at the same time administering Apatarpana, that is undersaturating or thinning treatments and medicines Chikitsa. Astivah Srotas, channels carrying the bone tissue. Shrota has not mentioned Astiva Srotas in his list of Srotases. According to Charaka, the root of Astiva Srotas is located in fat and hip bones. Symptoms of vitiation of Astiva Srotas are extra growth of bone tissue, extra growth of teeth, toothache, splitting or splitting pain in tooth, bone pain, splitting pain in bones, discoloration of body, deformities and diseases of hair, hair root disorders, disorders of skin pores, deformities and disorders pertaining to nails and nail bed, deformities and disorders to mustache. Causes of vitiation of Astiva Srotas: excessive exercise, excessive irritation, repeated traumas, crushes over the bones, excessive consumption of vata aggravating foods. Treatment of vitiation of Astiva Srotas are The diseases getting their origin from the vitiation of Srotas should be managed by the administration of Panchakarma, that is 5 cleansing measures or treatments, including Vaman, that is therapeutic emesis, Virechan, that is therapeutic purgation, Asthapan Vasti, that is decoction enemas, Anuvasan Vasti, that is oil enemas, and Nasya, that is nasal medication. Majjava Srotas, channels carrying bone marrow tissue. Shrota has not explained Majjava Srotas. According to Charaka, the root of Majjava Srotas are located in Asti, that is bones and joints. Symptoms of vitiation of Astiva Srotas are pain in the interphalangeal joints, giddiness, fainting, loss of consciousness, feeling of darkness in front of eyes, blurring of vision, siborias. The interphalangeal joints look big and large. Causes of vitiation of Majjava Srotas are being filled with wet components or kapha, being crushed, accident or trauma, consumption of incompatible and unwholesome foods. Management of vitiation of Majjava and Shukrava Srotas. The treatment of vitiation of Majjava and Shukrava Srotas are done on the same principles. The below said are the methods: food, which are predominant in sweet and bitter tastes, indulgence in sexual activities, indulgence in exercise. Evacuatory treatments like Vamana, Virechana should be administered in proper dose in proper time or season, like administration of Vaman in Vasanta and spring season, Virechan in Sharad or autumn period, etc. Shukrava Srotas, channels carrying semen or reproductive tissue. According to Sushruta, Shukrava Srotas or channels carrying the semen or reproductive tissue are 2 in number. They have their roots in breast and testes. Symptoms of injuries to Shukrava Srotas are impotence, delayed ejaculation, blood mixed semen. According to Charaka, the roots of Shukrava Srotas are located in testes and penis. Symptoms of vitiation of Shukrava Srotas are impotence, lack of erection or disinterest in sex, no progeny. The child born to the person having Shukrava Srotas vitiation will have a less lifespan, will have ugly appearance and will not be able to produce a child. Causes of vitiation of Shukrava Srotas: indulgence in sex at abnormal or restricted time periods, sex with women having contaminated vagina or having sex in an abnormal vagina or passages, regular practice of withholding the ejaculatory response or urge, excessive indulgence in sexual activities, injuries by instruments, weapons, etc., application or exposure to alkalis and fire burns. Management of vitiation of Shukrava Srotas: it is same as the management for Majjava Srotas. Mutrava Srotas, channels carrying or excreting urine. According to Shruta, Mutrava Srotas are 2 in number and have their roots in urinary bladder and penis. Symptoms of damage of Mutrava Srotas are expansion or dilatation of urinary bladder, obstruction to urination and erection of penis. According to Charaka, the roots of Mutrava Srotas are located in urinary bladder and ureters. Symptoms of vitiation of Mutrava Srotas are excessive urination, scanty urination, obstructive urination, frequent urination, thick or excess in quantity, and painful urination. Causes of vitiation of Mutrava Srotas are habit of holding the urge of voiding urine as a regular practice, body getting emaciated or tissue depletion, consumption, injury or damage to the passage carrying urine. Purush Srotas, channels helping in excretion of feces or stools. According to Shushruta, Purush Srotas or the channels carrying stools or feces out of the body, excretion of wastes are 2 in number. They have their roots in large intestine and anus. Symptoms of injury to Purush Srotas is flatulent disorders, foul-smelling feces, hard feces in the intestines. According to Charaka, the roots of origin of Purush Srotas are located in large intestine, rectum and anus. Symptoms of vitiation of Purush Srotas are difficulty in excreting stools, feces getting expelled in small quantities, lot of sounds during defecation, painful excretion of feces, liquid or loose stools, solid, hard stools in the form of pellets, excess formation of feces or frequent excretion. Causes for vitiation of Purush Srotas are regular habit of withholding the urge of defecation, excessive eating, indigestion, repeated eating, weak digestion, and in emaciated persons. Svedava Srotas, channels carrying sweat. Sushruta has not explained Svedava Srotas. According to Charaka, the roots of Svedava Srotas or channels carrying the sweat are located in fat tissue and lomocoupum, which means minute pores of the skin located around the base of hair follicles of the skin. The symptoms of contamination of Svedava Srotas are lack of sweating, excessive sweating, roughness of the skin, excessive smoothness of skin, burning sensation. Causes of vitiation of Svedava Srotas are excessive exercise, exposure to heat, non-judicious intake of cold and hot foods and comforts at a time, excessive anger, excessive grief, and excessive fear. The vitiation of Mutrava Srotas should be managed on the lines of treatment of Mutra Krucha, that is dysuria, The Visheshan of Purushava Srotas should be managed on the lines of treatment of Atisara, that is diarrhea. The Visheshan of Svedava Srotas should be managed on the lines of treatment of Jwara, that is fever. The Artava Srotas, or channels carrying the menstrual blood out of the body during monthly menstrual cycle in women, are 2 in number. Their roots are located in uterus and fallopian or uterine tubes. Symptoms of injury to Artava Srotas. When the Artavahini Dhamnis are injured, they cause infertility, intolerance to sex, difficulty in sex and painful sex, dyspareunia, amenorrhea or dysmenorrhea. Management of Artava Srotodushti, that is Visheshan of Artava Srotas. The Visheshan of Artava Srotas should be managed on the lines of treatment of Yoni Vapad, that is vaginal or uterine disorders, and Artavapad, that is disorders of menstruation. Manova Srotas, channels carrying the mind and emotions. The site of Manova Srotas is Hruday, that is heart, and the 10 Dhamanis, arteries, taking origin from them. Though the Manova Srotas has not been exclusively mentioned or listed among the Srotases, the Dasha Dhamanis, or the 10 great blood vessels taking their origin from heart, are considered as the Manova Srotas. The mention of Manova Srotas appear in the description of psychological disorders. When the Manova Srotas are afflicted by morbid doshas and get obstructed, mental diseases like Unmada, that is insanity, are manifested. Importance of study of Srotas. Extensive knowledge of the Srotas is needed because the whole body is made up of millions of Srotases. When there is vitiation or block occurring in these transport systems of the body, there occurs stagnation of unwanted things, depletion of nutrition, and destruction of tissues, and the imbalance of body-mind health. These in turn lead to many diseases. The knowledge of Srotases, their roots of origin, their endpoints, the materials they carry, the kind of deformity or damage or vitiation occurring in them will be extremely helpful in identifying the disease and site of pathology. Thus, the knowledge of Srotases not only help in learning about the anatomy of transport system of the body, but also to understand their physiology and pathology. Proper knowledge of physiology and pathology is the key for success in treatment. This brings us to the conclusion of Srotas concept. I hope you like this 2-part series on the interesting topic of Srotases. Share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to Ayurved. See you guys in the next video. Till then, stay healthy, stay fit, and take care.